Super wild card reaction and review with the CE Sports Show. What is up, C? How you doing, man?
Man, what a wild card, man. Outside of the New Orleans-Chicago game, everything was very good, man. I was very impressed. That last one, what a shock, man. We were looking for that upset. I thought maybe Indianapolis could get it, but, deny, man. Cleveland shocked the world, man. Went up, 35-0. Ended up winning, what was it, 48? I don't even know what the hell was final. 48-37, I think it was. What a surprise, man. Cleveland wins a playoff game. They're moving on to the next round. Jesus Christ.
Bro, that gave me vibes of the Peyton Manning Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl, that very first play.
Dude, I told my father it started the same way. Freaking the ball goes over fucking Ben Roethlisberger for a touchdown. Jesus Christ. What a start by Cleveland. They punched them right in the mouth, man. 35-0.
Yeah, dude. It was an insane game. Like a great way to end the real super wild card. That game was a freaking mind F, bro.
Yeah, and you said it, right? You said on Friday night that, it was fishy that was the last game. And, man, it was the fucking upset of the week.
Yeah, it was a big upset, man. Like, I did go with the Browns, but I switched to the Steelers.
You kept switching back and forth, yeah.
So my last pick was Pittsburgh. And let's get into the picks, actually, bro. We're going to celebrate the winners right now. Glad Kobe's on here because he went 4-2. You went 4-2. Mofo went 4-2. And I'm gonna give myself 4-2. I'm gonna give myself that Browns loss at the very end.
Okay.
Like I mentioned, I did go with the Steelers. And
the one that I feel like a pendejo was
good job, bro.
The Rams one, because I think a lot of people got that one right. I got that one wrong, but wow. They can't protect Russell Wilson, man. They gotta get him an offensive line. Jesus Christ.
Oh, and then also you got a donation, bro.
That's right. Let me read the donation here by my boy Console. Ladies, I'm on Console Fix. Shout out to you for the 5 pounds of lettuce. We're making money up in this bitch. Get the fucking sushi, get the fucking lobster on, man. Shout out to you, Console Fix. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Console Fix. If you want to come out here and we do the pick'ems and stuff, you're more than welcome to participate and all that good stuff, bro. Always welcome on the CE Sports.
Yeah, everybody participate. We can shoot the shit on the chat. We're going to go over all 6 games from the weekend.
Packers Nation's in here. He says he can't stay long. He's on vacation. All right. See y'all in 4 weeks. Packers will be in the Super Bowl. All right.
Oh, you're on a 4-week vacation, man. Have fun, man. Have fun. And, yeah, you guys got the Rams next week, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. They're looking good, bro, because Rams got a lot of injuries. We'll get into it. And Kobe says that he called Ravens would beat Titans. Yeah, bro, he definitely did.
Yeah, I did too. They were up when it was 10-0. I'm like, what the hell? Here we go again. And then Lamar Jackson just fucking carried the team on his back.
And Mario, he's also a Packer fan, and he's going for the Packers. Nice, okay.
Yeah, the Bears.
Hey, what's up, Blaze? How you doing, bro?
Blaze McCoy. Oh no. Man, how embarrassing, dude. You said, oh, my God, Blaze, you need to come on here and put your pendejo face on. Jeez.
Yeah, I need pendejo face too, bro.
How embarrassing, dude. I'm so sorry. At least you show fight and try to come back, man, but that was embarrassing. Oh, my Lord. I'm sorry, buddy. That might be the end of an era. I don't know. We'll see.
Packers Nation says to take note, the away teams this week went 5-1.
Okay. Yeah, so the Rams won.
Browns.
Browns.
He's calling out. Yeah.
And Baltimore. Who else? Oh, Tampa.
And Tampa.
Who else?
Yeah. And that's the 5.
Yeah, because Buffalo, it was only 4. Buffalo won at home, and New Orleans won at home. I don't even know. Like, Tampa won on the road and won.
Yeah,
so did the Rams.
Right there. Right. So I guess 4. 4-2.
4.
4-2.
Well, okay. So Baltimore 1, Cleveland 2, 3 Rams, 4. Yeah, it was only 4.
Okay, but I mean that's a good one. It's still, bro, like the upsets,
Yeah. Although the only one that was really an upset to me was Cleveland.
Mofo, what's up, bro? He also went 4-2, man. Good shit.
I think we all went 4-2, man.
He says he should have stuck with the Browns pick, and he said he did call the upsets.
Moco was
Man.
calling upsets left and round. He said the fucking Colts were gonna win. The Washington was gonna win. The freaking the Brown. He was calling upsets all week long, man.
I mean, we'll get into that Colts and Bills game because I kind of thought the Colts outplayed Buffalo, but
Yeah, they could have won
let's
that
get
game.
into it.
The freaking red zone. They went for it, and then when they kicked the field goal, they missed it. They left about 7-8 points on the board with those miscues in the red zone.
Yeah, we'll get into the Colts game, bro, because that was a Buffalo got they were really lucky to win that game, man. But
yeah, that should have been the second upset of the weekend right there.
Yeah. Just really want to touch on this game, I guess, a little bit. You know, the Browns, they broke a lot of records. I mean, you got to go all the way back to 1954, the last time they played a game like this in the playoffs. And I kind of thought Tomlin, he's still outdated with the play calls. I thought this was pretty interesting because there was a couple of plays in here that he's playing linebackers against slot receivers, right?
Yeah.
So this is pre-snap, and then this is what happens after the snap, bro. I mean, you can't have that in 2021 NFL. You can't have these linebackers covering these wide receivers.
Yeah, that's what the safeties are for. Yeah, exactly. And
that's the controversy.
He should know better. He's a defensive-minded coach. That's embarrassing by Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, it was, bro. It was. And this is a pretty controversial play that we touched a little bit on, the opening play, right? I mean, that kind of gave me vibes of Cam Newton in Super Bowl 50 when, you know what I mean? The ball's there and you got to, like, dive on that shit, bro.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's a shoulder. I don't know if it was – I don't know. But, yeah, he should have died for that ball. Absolutely.
Jack, what's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Wonder who would win Mahomes. Most commercials. I think Mahomes going to win. But we'll see what happens. Dude, they put up how many? 48 on Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh supposedly has a better defense than Kansas City, and they put up 48. Right. We'll see. We'll see, man.
Yeah, we'll get into the games probably like the same time, like around Friday, once like the dust settles and all that stuff, because it's gonna be interesting. That game, I mean, the Browns they're tough, bro. They're tough. But KC, I mean, they're the Kings right now, right?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay, so the second game on the card today, New Orleans Saints, Chicago Bears. New Orleans struggled big time in this game. Score was kind of misleading, right? Because it's a little bit. Wasn't that close?
Yeah, I think the defense just got tired and started giving up points at the end. The Bears defense. But it was like 7-3 most of the way.
Mofo was talking about that major drop touchdown pass that could have set the tone of the football.
Oh, yeah, that was terrible. That shit was terrible. The drop pass. Yeah, that was embarrassing.
Yeah, dude. That guy made a really good reception on the sideline, right? And then he follows it up with that huge drop, man. But it's tough to blame the loss on just one single play.
Yeah, I think they were so lost.
They got outplayed most of the game, but I think they did a really good job of stopping Drew Brees. He became a check down artist in this game, right? All he could do was just throw the ball for 5-6 yards each time out. He had that one big pass play that opened up the playbook a little bit, maybe in that third quarter. But first and second quarter, bro, the Bears they were taking it to him.
Yeah, they were. It just thinks that they can get anything going offensively. But yeah, man, they I thought the Saints defensive line did a good job of not letting Montgomery and these guys get going, because that was supposed to be the key for the Bears, get the running game going, so then everything get open up for Trubisky with the passing. And I thought they did a good job of containing Montgomery to just 31 yards.
Yeah, they completely shut down the running for the Bears. And they forced Trubisky to throw the ball, and he had a lot of drop. He had a lot of drop. The receivers dropped a lot of passes though on the Bears too. Okay, so
that one that we talked about, and there was a few more. Rob,
he had some good. Yeah, that's the play that we're talking about right there.
Outside of Allen Robinson, they don't really. I don't know. The receivers kind of suck.
Yeah, bro. I mean, on freaking Nickelodeon, bro. That's insane. I turned it on a little bit, and I turned it right back off, bro, because it was like, I'm like, what the hell? I should have got pendejo face for putting on Nickelodeon for like 30 seconds. Just to see what the hype was about, because people were tweeting and all that shit, and I'm like, oh my god.
I was watching that on Twitter too, but I didn't even bother. I don't even know if I have that channel, to be honest.
Okay, you probably better you don't have that.
Probably not.
So yeah, going back here to this Tampa Bay Buccaneers matchup next week, the oldest quarterbacks in playoff history are going to do battle. These games in the regular season were kind of a little bit of a shit show, right?
Especially the second one.
Because the defenses were really good on those two games, and you saw the age of Breeze, you saw the age of Brady in those two games. So if this game's the same way, a defensive battle, this could be an ugly game.
The second one wasn't it 38-0?
I think the first or second one was 38-3.
That was the second one, Sunday Night Football. The first one was a little bit closer.
Okay, so the first one was a shit show.
Yeah. No, the second one.
I mean, 38-3 was a shit show.
Yeah.
And the first one was the one where it looked really old, both of them.
Yeah. It was Tom Brady's first game with the Bucs, so.
Right. And there's Chicago Bears fans thinking about that drop pass a couple years from now.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
So it's going to be the first time in history. Yeah, first time in history, the top two quarterbacks who have the record in touchdown passes are going to do battle in a playoff game. So we're pretty lucky to see this, I guess, in our lifetime or whatever, because it might not happen ever again, right?
No way, man. 43 and 42? Right. That's crazy.
Cody Johnson, what's up, bro? He watched the Nickelodeon football game.
Oh, man, I'm sorry, Nickelodeon, about your Steelers, buddy. Oh, that's embarrassing.
And then this is pretty funny, too, bro. Fucking Sean Payton got fucking creamed.
Oh, man.
Bro, they wanted to get Cam Jordan also. But then Cam Jordan got really uptight, really stuck up, and they didn't do it to him. But they were gonna do it to him also, and he kind of chickened out a little bit. But Sean Payton, bro, he's a cool guy. Yes, getting creamed.
That's funny. Who has time for road testing with all these sports going on? Exactly, Jack. I agree.
What's up, Cowboys X Factor? How you doing, bro?
Hey, man. How you doing, man? Yeah, well, I mean, I don't want to lose the way Chicago or Pittsburgh lost tonight. I'd rather not make it.
No. Yeah, next week, bro. That's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Those are really difficult matchups to call, man. Whoever wins the pick up next week is going to be the real champion, because those will be some tough games next week to pick.
It's going to be good next week for sure.
We got all week though to look at all the injuries and all that stuff, and we'll see what's going on.
It'll be good. It'll be good.
Yeah, and the UDA, man, he's tripling down actually on Tom Brady, living God, and we'll keep writing it down, bro. He's gonna prove that game. He's a underdog in that game against the Saints. So if he wins that game, bro, I mean, it's gonna add to his legacy, right?
Yeah.
Usually Tom Brady's the favorite. I don't think I've remembered a time that Tom Brady's been an underdog in a playoff game.
Maybe the Super Bowl. I don't know. I don't know which ones, but maybe that's about it. But
maybe when he started, because he was a favorite versus Atlanta versus Philly.
Probably, the one versus the Rams, probably where he was. That was his first one in 2001.
Yeah. You probably have to go a long time back for Tom Brady to be a dog in the playoff game.
Yeah.
And Cody Johnson's mentioning that they should have switched to Mason Rudolph after Big Ben was struggling.
I don't know. I think Cleveland just exploded, and it was with the defense too. Like we just said, that they were putting linebackers on the receivers. Yeah. It was a lot of problems tonight. It wasn't just not Ben Roethlisberger. It was a lot of problems for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, dude. It kind of reminds me of like a mixed martial arts fight when the dude just runs up to the guy and he just knees him in the face and knocks him out. I think that's what we saw tonight, bro.
Yeah, they punched them right in the mouth, 35-0, and they just can never recover. Right. They tried to, but they just couldn't recover.
Cowboys X Factor says that the Packers, Ravens, Saints, Chiefs all win next week. Okay, he could be wrong, but let's see what about any upsets.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I didn't like the way Buffalo played. I think they got Indianapolis kind of fucked it up with the red zone decisions, and then the kicker missed a field goal. That could have been that could have gone a different direction. And also Baltimore played really good.
Do we get into the Ravens right now, because that was the early game today?
They were down 10-0, and I think they ended up outscoring them 23, didn't they?
Yeah, they 20-3.
Yeah, they went from losing 10-0 to outscoring them 20-3.
The defense on the Ravens played very well, but I don't know if you saw that exchange that Vrabel had with Derrick Henry in the sideline. Did you catch that?
Yeah, they were getting frustrated. Derrick Henry had a shitty ass game. I think it was like one of
Yeah,
the worst games of his career.
I've been kind of mentioning it on these shows
Yeah,
on your
he looks
channel
tired. You said
that
it.
he's
Yeah.
not lowering the shoulder anymore. Like he runs the ball, but he's not punishing players. The dude will hit him the first time and he'll fall down. Right?
Only
He's not
40 yards
running.
per night.
He's not running how he has in the past. And today he
Yeah, these guys
continued
burn
that
out
trend.
fast. They burn out fast, man. That's the
Uh,
problem with these running backs. They burn out pretty fast.
yeah. So everyone's hyped for that matchup. We want to see Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, who's going to have the most yards. And Derrick Henry, man, it was rough to watch him on screen. Vrabel, like I mentioned, man, he took him aside and he walked with him probably for 10, 15 seconds in his ear, trying to see like, bro, like you know what I mean? Like we prepared all week, we game planned, and you're gonna play like this. I mean,
Yeah, he was trying to get him going. He just couldn't get him going. Yeah, after the game, they just looked like they looked like they didn't know what the hell to do after the game. They didn't, like the Ravens just fucking laughed. Like they just couldn't believe it. I guess they lost. I don't know. They look pretty.
yeah.
And Lamar
And
Jackson ran for 136 yards. That's not going to do either. That's kind of embarrassing too for Derrick Henry.
Jack Merriman is a Titans fan, so it was a little bit tough day for him. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Bro.
man, I'm
The
sorry.
offense never really got going. Right. And then they lost. They were down a bunch of players also on defense. The depth chart was really thin. They did play Lamar pretty tough at first, but you can only stop him so much, and then your offense can't move the ball to save their life. So the odds game is Lamar's going to eventually score, right? I don't think he dominated that much in this game in terms of passing the ball. I think at the end of the game he started to throw the ball, but I think when the Titans defense got tired, then he started to throw some passes.
No,
But at the beginning of the game,
it was his legs. He was using his legs. He ran for 135 yards, and he didn't even have a touchdown with his arm. He only had an interception, and he had a touchdown on running. But yeah, he 27 throws, completed 17, 179 yards. But yeah, it was mostly his legs.
So Cody Johnson, he likes the Chiefs against the Browns. He's going with Patrick Mahomes. I think that's a good.
That'll be a good one. That'll be a good one.
And okay, Cowboys X Factor, man. He wants his team to do good, man. Well, next year, bro, they're gonna get Dak back, and like C said last time, the Cowboys they play a little bit better in the season, so hopefully he can build on that, man.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Stay cool. How you doing, man?
Pendejo.
Well, welcome to the
what
family,
up, man? How you
bro.
doing, man?
Oh man. Okay. So, yeah, going right back to this game right here, like you mentioned. First time he trailed 10 points and he won a playoff game. Actually, no, first time he ever trailed by 10 points and he came back to win it. And I think you mentioned it last time, like he can't come back, right? Because 10 points is really nothing in the NFL.
No, not at all. But I thought he could get in trouble because he's going to be forced to throw the football. I'm like, damn, he might be in trouble. And then he did it, man. Credit to him. He did it. Oh, yeah. I remember that shit. Yeah.
I kind of think this is the reason why they won the game. Calais Campbell was a big force on that defensive line. But Derrick Henry, you know what I mean? Like you gotta take a risk and risk injury and barrel into dudes, man. Try to soften the lineup a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. He might be tired. He might be worn out. But yeah, he like you said, he really slowed down as the year went on.
Right, because then you have this guy on the opposite side of the field doing this kind of plays, and then it's like, come on, bro. Like if this guy's risking it all to win a playoff game, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why Mike Vrabel was frustrated because he felt he wasn't really giving it his A game.
All right. And then that's the early game that we're talking about, man. If you're a Buffalo Bills backer, if you're a Buffalo Bills fan, you're really fortunate to win this game, bro. Because like we're talking about, the Colts played all three phases for 3 quarters. That fourth quarter, man, they just fucked it up, man.
Yeah, and then they went for it and they didn't make it, and they kick the field goal. They don't make the field goal, and then the extra point, they get an offsides. And they get too excited and go for 2, and they miss it too. So they just had bad luck in the red zone.
Bro, they had a lot of bad luck because on that fourth quarter, the defense stopped Josh Allen, and it was a 3-point game. They gave the ball back to the Colts, bro. That you don't want to do that in a playoff game. You don't want to leave the ball in the defensive hands. And Philip Rivers in that last drive, right? He had those two throws out of bounds. That's usually when Rivers throws that interception to end the game. But this year, he just threw the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, man. They did a good job of stopping Devin Singletary. Only 21 yards. They did a good job with the running game too. I mean, you could say that Philip Rivers outplayed Josh Allen and Jonathan Taylor outplayed Devin Singletary. They could have won this. They could have won it, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This was not a game that the Bills won. I think it's more of a game that the Colts lost.
Yeah.
Right.
And the other one, instead of kicking they just had a lot of problems, especially in the red zone.
But going forward, right, they're going to be playing Baltimore. Baltimore is the same kind of way that this Colts team is, where they win the football. And
the difference is for a quarterback.
Right, and they caused them a lot of trouble because they couldn't stop the run. Right, Jonathan Taylor had a really solid game today yesterday for the Colts. Right?
78 yards, and a touchdown.
Right, but now, okay, Mark Ingram didn't play today, but maybe next week he'll play. This is a dangerous matchup for the Bills, right? I kind of wanted them to face like a Pittsburgh Steelers kind of thing.
Yeah, it could be dangerous. Yeah,
it's a dangerous game, bro. It's a dangerous game.
Lamar got that monkey off his back. He won that playoff game, so you don't got that pressure anymore. You can play more loose.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, so we're talking about this kid, dude. He played all right. He did decent. What's up, London? London's in here, man. How you doing?
What up, London? How you doing, sir?
So yeah, moving right back to the football games, bro. Rams took care of business. What are your thoughts on this football game, bro?
Man, freaking, they got to get an offensive line for Russell Wilson, man. That was terrible to see. 5 sacks. Jesus Christ, man. They got to get a fucking offensive line for this poor guy. Only 174 yards, got sacked 5 times, QBR of 17. They got to get this poor guy an offensive line. And Jared Goff had to come in. John Walford he was supposed to play, but he had a concussion. Jared Goff with a broken finger came in. He was all right. 19 out of 19 throws completed, 955 yards. 1 touchdown. He's like a game manager. You can tell he doesn't trust him.
No. But, he does have a lot of worth that he was able to come in off of surgery on his freaking thumb.
Yeah.
And, he didn't throw any picks.
Yeah.
And he didn't have fumbles, right? He had a lot of missed throws, which is, it's obvious, right? But I think you got to give him a little bit of credit for, being like, manning up and not pushing, not sitting out the football game.
Yeah, right? No, he completed 9 of his 19 throws and 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Yeah, I thought he did good. I thought, their defense was fantastic. 5 sacks. Cam Akers was fantastic, 131 yards and 1 touchdown. So, yeah, they got to play like San Francisco did last year, I think. They just got to run the football and play defense. And they got to just, unless they need them to make a play on 3rd and long, I would just take Jared Goff from trying to make plays.
Yeah. And then also in this game, DK Metcalf, I thought he blew up way too quick, right? I think he blew up in that first quarter. Yeah, he lost control of himself.
And I don't understand, too, that, because he was getting mad because he can't make any plays when Jalen Ramsey. This is not the first time it happens, too. Earlier in the year, they played and Jalen Ramsey shut him down. Yeah. And it's weird because once he gets off Jalen Ramsey, he actually does good. I think he had 2 touchdowns. Yeah. Literally, the 2 times he was off him. But then they put him back on him, and he can't do shit, man. I'm like, why the hell did the Rams even, take him off? They could have won the game 30 to, 3? They had 20 points, so that's 7. I don't know. They could have won 30 to 7 if they don't. I don't understand why the Rams take Jalen Ramsey off Mike Metcalf. I don't get it.
It could be to confuse Russell Wilson, I guess. That's a good question, though. I'm not too sure on that one. It's a good one.
The 2 times they took him off him, he had 2 touchdowns. And when you put him on him, he limited him to 3 catches and 11 yards.
And Mr. Merriman has a question for you, bro. He says, do we like Alabama or do you like Ohio State? Oof, man, that's a tough one for me. I don't have a pick because it's too close for me to call that national championship game. I'm just gonna watch it this year because
Yeah. You're not
they're
gonna
just
pick it?
they're hyping up Justin Fields a lot, and I like Alabama to win it, right? I like Alabama to win it. They're really favorites. Um, like if not to bet money on it, but just like for like I'm gonna root for Alabama. I want them to win, but
Yeah.
I don't have like a good pick on like a solid. This is the it's too close, but Alabama I think it might get the job done.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go with
You got a
Alabama.
lot of firepower. You got a lot of firepower. Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
And Cody Johnson's got a meta tournament coming up. Oof, all right, bro. Hope you do good on that shit.
I'm gonna help
Win.
you.
Fucking crush the competition, man. Take no prisoners.
Yeah, man. Hope you win.
There's Julian Ramsey right there watching DK Metcalf lose it, bro.
Yeah, freaking between Ramsey and Josh, what's his name? Aaron Donald, they're a freaking handful.
Right. And this game also was like an example of how crazy the NFL is, right? Like you gotta be really prepared mentally, physically to be in the NFL. Because look at what happened to this guy, right?
I feel so sorry for Alford.
Yeah, he wanted to play. He's got the psyched up the mindset, but the speed of the NFL is so crazy that you can't the measuring distance. He didn't measure the distance and he got
Yeah,
up,
and I said when the game started and he came out, I'm like, this guy's too small. He might get fucked up, and he did. And I don't want to say I expected it, but it was like the guy. I don't think he was even 6 feet tall. So he might be a little bit too small to play quarterback.
And Mofo's going to go with Ohio State tomorrow. Okay, Mofo's go with the Pigs.
Mofo loves the underdogs. He had Cleveland, Washington, Indianapolis. He loves the underdogs.
And he's got a question for UC. He's asking if Allen Robinson or Juju are going to leave their teams. I think so. They're going to get a payday.
I think for sure. He want to go play with a better quarterback. Juju, I don't know. We'll see. But Allen Robinson's got to go somewhere else. You got to play with a better quarterback, man. Seriously.
I think Juju is bad Juju. I think whatever team he goes to, he's becoming a diva. He's becoming too much of a diva. Right?
He's got to delete his TikTok. He's too focused on that shit.
You want to have dudes like AJ Brown, like dudes that are about the team, not Juju.
It's always dancing.
Yeah. He's going to be a DK Metcalf kind of dude. So that's the before and after, right? Before the game and then after the game, that can happen to you, bro. If you don't know what you're doing out there in the football, you can get fucked up, man. Right. That's why I think Jared Goff deserves a lot of credit in this one. Not just because he played, just because he's tough. He showed that he's tough, bro. Because the Seattle's defense, they were also playing good. They were hitting. Jamal Adams, they were hitting well, right? They didn't. Bobby Wagner got hurt also, but they were hitting well when the game started. So I think it was Jamal Adams who messed them up, right?
Yeah, it was Jamal Adams. Yeah, the one that messed up John Wofford. Yeah.
And the Rams obviously gotta thank this dude a lot, Cam Akers, because they rode him hard in this game.
Yep, he won them the game.
But you have backups, like why don't you spell the guy out a little bit, let him breathe?
If it's not for him, then win.
And then, yeah, I think that's where McVay. I kind of think he gets too locked in with one dude, and he doesn't. You got like two dudes out here that are fresh, and then you can mix it up, bro. Right?
That other kid, what's his name? Malcolm Brown. Yeah.
Because in this game, the Rams got a lot of injuries.
Yeah, well, Aaron Donald got hurt.
And there's that dude's freaking thumb, bro. That's how he played that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he was not ready to play, man. He played really, like you said, he manned up and played really well for what the situation was. Right. And now he's got rib injuries, I think. So hopefully he's ready to play next week.
I think the Packers are really happy about this football game because they're gonna beat the Rams comfortably. I don't think it's gonna be that close of a game because of the injuries, and I think Aaron Rodgers, it's gonna be very difficult to sack him because I think he's gonna get rid of that ball really quickly. he's like Russell Wilson likes to drop in
I
the
want to see
pocket.
the matchup between Jalen Ramsey and Devontae Adams, because Devontae Adams he's averaging like 10, 11 catches a game. So I want to see how good Jalen Ramsey does versus Devontae Adams next week.
Yeah, dude, definitely. And then the last game on the card, it was kind of a little weird game because it was never close. I mean, it was never a close game, but they lost by 8 points. You know, what can you say about it's tough to kind of analyze this game because I mean, the Bucs played well, but then they kind of like took their foot off the gas pedal.
I thought the problem in this game was actually the Washington defense, man. They gave up 31 points. Leonard Fournette, who's not really having a good year, ended up with 93 yards and a touchdown. That was like, as a team, they ran for 142. I thought that was a big problem for the big disappointment for Washington. Not so much with Tyler Heineke. I thought he played really good. I thought their defense let them down, giving up 31 points and 142 rushing yards. They could have played better.
I mean, no, you're right, absolutely. That Heineke kid, this score should have been more. Like they should have beat them by more points. But that Heineke kid moved very well in the pocket. Yeah. He was very difficult to sack, right?
Completed about 50% of his passes, over 300 yards, 1 touchdown. He had an interception, but yeah, he played really good.
Yeah, he has really good footwork in the pocket, dude.
The guy that he's talking about that could have had a good game and was key was Antonio Gibson, and he struggled, only 31 yards rushing for Antonio Gibson. So I thought like everybody thought it was, the what was going to let them down was going to be Tyler Heineke, but it was actually, I thought it was like Antonio Gibson, and the defense was the one that let them down.
Chase Young was the only time I saw him on TV was when he celebrated a touchdown with the quarterback. Chase Young, dude.
Yeah, exactly. They let them down. The defensive line let them down, and so did the running game.
No, they did, man. They did. So we went pretty much all over the games very quickly. See, I don't know if you want to do like a little pick up for next week preview, or it's up to you, bro. Because pretty much all the games are covered.
Yeah. Great weekend of football. So we got the upset. I guess Rams was an upset, even though I didn't think it was too much of an upset because it's divisional rival. But I mean, it's the 6 seed beating the 3 seed, so it is an upset. And then, I mean, obviously the one we just saw, Cleveland upsetting Pittsburgh. But yeah, man, good weekend of football. Outside of the New Orleans-Chicago game, I thought all 5 games of the 6 were pretty good. So yeah, I guess I do like. I was afraid that maybe the 7 versus 2 could be a little bit too much of a difference, but no, man, right. Buffalo almost upset it. I beg your pardon. Indianapolis almost upset Buffalo. So no, I guess it does work. And if the Bears have a good quarterback, maybe they win. So yeah, I guess 7-2 is not too bad. I was worried it's going to be too much separation. I was worried if it was going to be like 1 versus 16 in NBA, but no, it's still good.
It's good.
Yeah, so I think.
All right, man. So you got that sushi on deck, bro?
Yeah, we got that sushi on deck. And yeah, are we done already?
I mean, I went through over all the games, but it's up to you, man. If you want, you can do your hangout. It's up to you.
Yeah, we can wrap it up if you want. We can keep it short. So I think it's good when we keep it short because then people can watch the replay easier.
Okay.
All right. So that's it. I'm gonna try to see if I can get into some basketball, maybe at least twice a week, like live stream it. So we'll look into that during the week. Maybe next Sunday. There's not going to be no night game next Sunday. But yeah, we'll do the preview on Friday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see you on Friday for the divisional round preview. And yeah, I think that's about it, man. Everybody have a good night. I'm sorry for everybody that lost tonight. Jack, Tennessee, McCoy, Pittsburgh. I don't know who else lost. Harrison, I think Chicago. I'm sorry, guys. At least we made the playoffs, but whatever.
Yeah, at least you guys got to watch the wild card weekend. And yeah, bro. I hope everyone has a good, solid week, and we'll catch you guys later.